Why would they want to build? Guys, please come over. Why would they choose to build a garden, a biblical garden over here? Why is it relevant?
It's a synagogue.
Because this is in payment. Okay, we need to make sure how much regular to pay here, okay? Don't forget. But I'm asking, why would they want to have a biblical garden?
What is a biblical garden?
What?
Could you define what biblical garden is?
Okay, what is a biblical garden? It's a place, it's a territory, it's an area which shows how did people lived daily life in the biblical times. Okay, if you would visit a village from the biblical times, what would you see? How would people cultivate the land? How did people live? How did people make products? Okay, what was in their area? Okay, so this is a biblical garden, and basically it's very, very easy to understand why they built it here, because this is the land of Bible. People, pilgrims, and tourists, they come to see the land of the Bible. Okay, not only Jews, but definitely Christians, definitely Protestants. Okay, they want to see the biblical land. Okay, the biblical ancient land. Also Muslims. Okay, they want to get the atmosphere of the biblical land. And what is the atmosphere of the biblical land, according to their perception, is, to bring all of these agricultural stuff that we will see in front of us to somehow to tell the story of how it was. We were visiting, remember, in Katzerin?
Yes, a long time ago.
Yes, Bakfar Talmudi, the Talmudic village, which is not, Talmudic is Second Temple times, okay? It's like Roman times.
The shop burned down, by the way.
But it's
But
what?
The shop is finito.
Really?
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah.
Oh, there was a very good air conditioning.
That's right, we saw that.
Oh, no more. No more air conditioning. Now
At
it's
least the shop and not
a good fire.
No, don't be so unhappy. At least the shop and not the old ancient synagogue of Katzerin.
No, the whole thing they couldn't blow. They blew up the shop. Somehow they hit the shop.
I think it's better to blow up the shop
They hit us
than archaeology.
Okay.
Archaeology cannot be, we cannot.
As long as no one
No,
was
except
killed.
for Ein Kshatot, you could rebuild it.
Anyway. This was a Talmudic park, but it's very close to what we're going to see here. There is a huge area nearby, Ne'ot Kdumim, which is in the list of the places that you need to visit on your own. You're going to be examining it. You need to know where is Ne'ot Kdumim and what it is. But it's like here, but in a wider area. It's really big. It can encompass a lot of groups. And what groups do there, usually it's a lot of Christian groups, and they come, they read out from the Bible, and the relevant pieces of the Bible that speaks about the olive trees, about the figs, about the wine pressing, about the dates, about all the food of the biblical land, okay? About how you cultivate the land, everything. So you do it also with text study. So you can also do it over here. So what is the first thing that we saw? By the way, there was a statue over there. It's Jeremiah, the prophet, okay? So they put here also some statues and stuff like that. But the first thing that they bought here, by the way, this place was established later on, the year of 2000, by a man called Yehoshua Drey. He's from the Israeli Antiquities Authorities, and he is a specialist in reconstruction of a archaeological site. Does anyone remember where was Yehoshua Drey was involved with a restoration of archaeology?
The ballista. Didn't he rebuild the ballista Magad Gezer?
Yehoshua Drey. Think about a place which we saw a very sophisticated restoration of archaeology. Very good. Ein Kshatot. In the Golan Heights, Yehoshua Drey played a major role in the whole project over there. Remember Kshatot Rechavam, the synagogue in the Golan Heights, the basalt synagogue, that they took it all apart. It was all a pile of stones. They marked all the stones, and with this technology, they were able to take it apart and then to rebuild it according to the technology. Amazing
Sheer
stuff.
dry.
Okay?
Raincoat.
Kanatir, exactly.
Don't forget.
It's called also Ein Kshatot or Kshatot Rechava. Yoshua Drei was digging near to the Sea of Galilee, near to the Kinneret, this specific synagogue, and this is, by the way, a authentic synagogue. But just a minute, you need to tell me, Michal, what authentic in your mind? Basalt stone in the mountains of Jerusalem?
Yeah.
Did anyone ever seen a basalt stone in the mountains of Jerusalem? Thank you. No, not all. Okay, we do not have basalt here. You need to know that. Okay, so it's like, what is he doing here? What did Yoshua Drei did? He brought it here, which is something that the Israeli antiquity authorities don't do usually. But he had connections. Also, the fact that it was dug near to the Sea of Galilee, but he knew that this site is not going to be turned into a touristical site or something that it's going to be covered. So he basically dug a Talmudic synagogue, a synagogue from the time of Labreut, the time of the Talmud. Okay, it means that it's the Byzantine times between the 3rd and 6th century BCE, not BCE, CE, 3rd and 6th century Byzantine time. Remember, we studied about the Byzantine era where the Jews were pushed to the northern area of Israel, to the Galilee and to the Golan Heights. So we find a lot of this type of synagogues in the north. If you would already be visiting all around the north, you would be telling me, oh, Michal, we know this kind of synagogues from different places that we already visited in, but we haven't seen anything.
Give us a couple examples.
We were supposed to see the one in Magdala. Magdala is
like
Second
this?
Temple times.
Like this?
Yes, Magdala is made out of basalt, and it looks like this, not really in the same structure, because Magdala is only one square, and this is a little bit longer than this. But it looks like it, okay? We would have visited in the Gilboa, okay? Not the Gilboa, sorry. Above the Kinneret. No, the huge, the Arbel. Thank you very much. Arbel. You would have visited the Arbel. You would have visited Hamat Tveria synagogue. You already seen the Katzerin synagogue. El Kanatir, you've seen El Kanatir.
Synagogue in Arbel?
Yes, of course. Of course. Beautiful, okay? Beautiful excavations of synagogue in Arbel. You would have seen the synagogue in Korazim, the northern side of the Kinneret, okay? There are a lot of synagogues from the type of the Galilee. They used to type them in early age and later on age. Now they type it according to regions. Doesn't matter. But Yoshua Drei brought the synagogue as a symbolism for the fact that there was a very thriving Jewish community during the Byzantine era in the land of Israel up in the north. Okay?
It's supposed to be a biblical village, not a Byzantine village.
It doesn't matter. Okay, it's all a part of the atmosphere. Okay, so what's really interesting is that you see that the benches around, and it definitely has the influence of churches, right? Because it has some kind of a basilical shape. It has a basilical shape, even though, and the entrance is from the east. Okay, the entrance is from the east. By the way, in Kfar Nahum, Capernaum, we would have seen another synagogue. Very similar like that. The white one above a basalt one. Okay, so it's not just a coincidence that he brought it over here.
3 sections, with a wider one in the middle.
Okay.
It doesn't make it a basilica, it makes it a basilica.
Yes.
It used to be a synagogue from the Byzantine time, or recently they built it?
No. It's an original synagogue from the Byzantine / Talmudic period, okay? 3rd to 6th century-ish in the Galilee, and they brought it all like that over here.
Recently?
Yes.
How about?
No, they did not build it, they brought it.
But they're at the Byzantine era.
From the Sea of Galilee.
This is original from the Byzantine.
Where around the Sea
It
of
was not
Galilee?
here on this location. No.
It wasn't here, it was in the Galilee.
From the north of
I was speaking about it for the last 20 minutes. Where is Yerushalayim?
window.
Yes, so the entrance of the east. Yes, it's in the. Okay, guys, what do we see? We see vineyards, we see olive trees, we see places where you grow the hay, not the hay, the
Straw.
wheat. Thank you very much. Okay, you see paths which are not only for men but also for goats. Okay, you see terraces. Remember we spoke about the whole culture of terraces in the Sataf? It's highly important to see the terraces because this is how people made agriculture in the Jerusalem mountains. Okay, and you see a lot of herbs around it. Okay, let's go to see some the main things. Okay, also but we will see caves here, which are caves in order to a cemetery, yes, in order to, it was a grave caves that are part of the biblical times. Okay, so it's important to know the garden itself is not authentic. It's built here, but this synagogue is authentic and was built.
The watchtower.
The watchtower is called Shomera. Okay, Shomera come in the word from Hebrew Shomer. Shomer is a watcher, and in the field there used to be a lot of shomerot like that. Okay, in every field, doesn't matter if it's agriculture that is on terraces or in an open field. You had a watchtower, and underneath the watchtower you had like a small room where the watcherman, the shomer, stayed and was able to sleep over there and go up on the top of the shomera and go and just to guard everything around it. Okay, so shomera, tombs, okay, tombs, but not original tombs, but inside the caves, and all the agriculture of the biblical times. Let's go see one of the most important things that we can find in biblical gardens.
Mikveh. Olives.
Okay, no, there is no mikveh.
Olives are great.
There's no mikveh.
Olives. Wine, olive.
But there is, what is?
Wine, olive.
Thank you very much. Olive press and winery. Yalla. Guys, I forgot my. Thank you.
He bring it.
Your selfie sticks.
Suddenly I was unstable. I was like, where's my.
طلع الزيت. رتب.
No, just seen red. Red.
Yalla, yalla.
Red the fiance. Girl. So red the fiance.
طلع الزيت. طلع الزيت.
نرخ لك يا زلمه.
تطلعش الزيت.
طلعش الزيت يرشق عليك. هي بدها تسوي لنا مفاجأة انه بدها تسوي لنا سسبنس ايش في تحت ولا انت بتنط لها.
عاملين they have a reconstruction for a Talmudic biblical village. Yes. You see? Oh, ya Allah. Unfortunately, if I live here, you will not find any olives. كان جربته هذا.
I find you.
I find you. This is a wine press.
Really?
Wine press.
Really? لا صحافة مش بريس. This is Trebuchet. Who's that? You, William? Wine or olive press? Trebuchet.
Okay, guys, listen up. Does anyone wants to explain the phases? Or I'm going to explain how would you produce olive oil. You know what? Before we're going to start, guys, for us, olive oil, which today I bought, but for us, olive oil is something that you see everywhere, right? But it's definitely, guys, it's important to understand. Some cultures, they have, the olive oil is highly important in the culture. Some cultures, it's less, okay? But in the biblical land, yes, the olive oil was a very, very important product for a lot of needs, not only for the food, but it was also for lighting, okay? The products that you can use it as soap, exactly.
Anointing.
You can use it also for anointments, okay? And you can also use the what do you say, the
Lamps,
leftovers
for lamps.
in order to give it to the goats and for the fire also. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. What does it mean? It had practicalities from the higher level of anointing all the way to the lower level of just put it in the fire. Okay. So it means that the olive oil was highly important, and it means that it was a local product that you can find all over the land of Israel during the different times. Sorry. During the different times. Historical times. Now, what are the different phases of producing the olive oil? First of all, you need to pick the olives, okay? And then you need to dehydrate them, make them dry, okay? After you make them dry, the next phase is to crush them, okay? How do you crush them? You have here the standing stone, okay? It has a very beautiful name in English, in Hebrew, shechev verechev, okay? But you have the lying stone and the standing stone, and you would crush it like this. And you saw it in Marisha, remember? In Marisha you spoke about it, that in different phases of history, there were different crushing stones. Those who were crushing both, also the seed itself, that it made it a little bit bitter, okay? And those who were very, very gentle not to crush the seed itself, so it won't be bitter, okay? I think Hellenistic period was very gentle, and
You mean the
and
oil?
Byzantine period was very
You mean the oil?
yes, how you produce the oil. So this is the crushing phase, okay? What you did, you put the olives over here, and you take a donkey.
Go, brother.
You take an ox,
You don't come more.
okay?
Come more.
A bull, yes.
There we go.
A bull, and he would push the stone.
Can you push this?
No.
Don't be offended. This is my regular joke. I always tell it here. Okay. So this is the crushing phase. After the fruit was crushed, the olives were crushed. Okay. You need to put it in the baskets. We can see the baskets over here. You can see in the basket. Okay? And you need to press the baskets in order to produce the the oil, right? So how would you press it? With this huge pillar made out of wood, okay? And these holes in the wall, and of course with those stones, with those huge stones, you would create the pressure on the olives. The first olive oil that comes out is considered the most
Poisonous.
It's called virgin oil.
Yeah. What's it called?
It's the highest level of oil.
What's it called in
And this
Hebrew?
was sent katit.
No, in Reshit?
It's katit, I think.
Oh, Katit?
Yes, I'm almost positive. The first oil that was pressed out was used in synagogues or in the temple or for anointments. Okay. Then that the oil that was pressed out afterwards was the oil that was used at houses. Okay, either for cooking.
Lamps.
Okay.
Lamps.
And the last one is for a lightning, okay? And then, what do you do with all the material of the seeds that was crushed and stayed here? You put it in the fire. Okay? So all the process of production had a very important productivity for the house and for the family. Yes.
You put it in the fire. What do you do in the fire?
You can put it just like you can create fire from it. Okay? It's like instead of wood. Okay? It can just like fire. Guys, this is an olive press. You have to understand it. You have to know how to explain it. You have to know. I think I gave you an assignment to write about it, right?
yes.
We saw it in Katsuri.
Yeah.
Okay? Let's go for the winery.
No, she said the first part was used for anointing oil. The second part was used for cooking. The third part was used for